In this video, I'm going to talk about how to cold approach someone you like. And specifically, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to cold approach the right way, unlike so many of these dating coaches on YouTube. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping video every day. All right, 5 tips on how to cold approach and book a date. Now, when I'm talking cold approach, I am specifically talking about cold approach. Like you see a woman that you're attracted to on the sidewalk, right? You're walking and you see her. You're in the shopping mall and you see her. You're at a restaurant bar and you see her. Doesn't matter. You see her and you do a cold approach. Before I go into the 5 things though, specifically, I remember, and I'm going to give a shout out to FitX Fearless about this one. FitX Fearless said at one point, give yourself no more than 10 seconds to engage. So as soon as you see somebody that you're attracted to, now obviously it's a little situational, like if you're in a restaurant bar and you want to make sure she's not sitting with a dude, okay? But in general, you're at a shopping mall, you're at a park, you're walking, you're on the sidewalk, whatever. Give yourself maximum 10 seconds to approach. So you see her, she's attractive, and within 10 seconds, you make a decision to engage. Because what that does is it tricks your brain into not getting into all the negatives, right? And, oh, what if she has a boyfriend? Oh, what about this? What if she doesn't like me? Blah, 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 blah. You give yourself maximum 10 seconds, and it's like jumping into the cold water. You're like, you see the water, it looks fun, you want to go swimming, don't think about it, get in the damn water. So it's the same thing, and I really like that when he said the 10-second rule. Maybe it was 7 seconds, but I'm saying a 10-second rule. Okay, so let's get into these 5 things. First, though, I want to go into the 5 things that you should not do when you cold approach, because this is equally as important. So I'm going to give you 5 things that you should not do, and then the 5 things you should do, okay? So number 1, do not walk up to her and say, excuse me. My God, I see so many infield cold approach YouTubers, and their first thing out of their mouth is they say, excuse me. Do you realize when you say, excuse me, you sound like a fucking homeless person? You sound like, literally, you sound like someone who is begging for money or something like that. It triggers a negative reaction. And if you don't believe me, go try that. Go up to people, man or woman, and say, excuse me, and right away you will see their face. You'll see their body like holds back, because that's exactly what homeless people do. So do not approach a woman and the first damn words out of your mouth, you say, excuse me. Do not do that, and I will get into the do's later. But first, do not say, excuse me. Number 2, do not approach a woman from the back. You will freak her ass out. Women do not like to be scared. Approach her from the side, or ideally from the front, so she can see where you're coming from. But do not approach her from the back, okay? Number 3 is, do not have your hands in your pockets. Now, a lot of men are nervous. I understand that. But when your hands are in your pockets, she can't see, do you have a weapon? What the fuck is in your hands? That's just in general, best practice when you're meeting people is have your hands wide open like this and off to the side. So it's actually less threatening when you have open palms and your hands are in the open so they can see it. Because otherwise it triggers a, what the fuck is in his pocket? Why is his hands in his pocket? So do not put your hands in your pocket. Number 4, this is the basic one. If you are going to approach someone, just make sure you're dressed appropriately and you don't look like shit, okay? You're not all disheveled. Your beard's all a damn mess. Your eyes are all bloodshot. You've got like a dirty shirt. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of basic stuff. So just keep that in mind. And then number 5 is keep eye contact. So I know you're going to be nervous. I get nervous sometimes. Some of these women are like, damn, she's hot. But Look straight into their eyes, because when you look away, it seems like you're shifty. So that's number 5 is do not look away when you're speaking to her. Look her straight in the eye. Okay. So the 5 things you need to do. All right. So bear with me for a moment. I'm just getting my notes up here. Okay, because it expanded to the next page. Okay, so this is how you approach her. The number 1 thing is how you approach her in terms of what you say. This is what I say, and it works almost every time. And you have to say this enthusiastically. So you come from the side or you come from the front and you say, well, hello there. That's what I mean. It's a little goofy, but it works for me. So I say, well, hello there. And then I say, so I'll give you the full script. So I like to notice something they're wearing. I never compliment them. This is another thing about these cold approach dating gurus. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't use this because it doesn't work for me. But they walk up to a woman and they say, excuse me, I thought you were very beautiful, so I wanted to say hi. Like, they don't care when you say, I think you're pretty, I think you're beautiful. It rolls right off them because they get that all the time. So I do something different. What I do when I walk up to them, I say, well, hello there. I really like your shoes. And then they'll say, oh my God, whatever the hell it is. I like your jacket. I like your shoes. And then I'll say, where did you get those? Where did you get that? So they're thrown off right now. They're like, okay, this guy seems friendly. I walked up to them and I said, well, hello there. I really like your jacket. Where'd you get that? And you're asking them an open-ended question. You're not saying, you don't close it off and say, I like your jacket, and that's it, right? I say, where'd you get it? So then they'll say, oh, I got it. And actually, this is interesting. Why I like to do this. Where'd you get the shoes? Where'd you get your jacket? Most women, when they respond, they're responding. Now they're a little insecure because they actually did not spend much on that jacket and the shoes, surprisingly. This has been most of the cases. They're not Prada, they're not Gucci, whatever. They're now embarrassed and they're like, well, I got the shoes on Amazon, or, well, I got them at a thrift store, whatever. So now, which is great, this is a great position for you guys to be in because they get so many damn compliments and they're beautiful, right? I get that. But now they're insecure because they go, oh shit, I'm wearing a cheap piece of clothing. So I approach them and I will say, well, hello there. I really like your jacket. Where'd you get that? And then whatever the hell it is, bracelet, jacket, watch, shoes, doesn't matter, right? And then they are insecure and they go, well, I actually got it on Amazon. I say, seriously? I had no idea Amazon had beautiful shoes like that. See, I said beautiful shoes like that. I'm not complimenting them specifically, right? So then next I go into this. So you've established a little bit of a dialogue. You said, well, hello there. I really like your jacket. Where'd you get that? And she goes, oh, I got it on Amazon. And you say, oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. So how's your day going? Well, my day's going good. Whatever the hell her answer is, right? Then next I will say, hey, you've got a very interesting look about you. Are you new to the city? And then she will say yes, no, whatever. And then again, you're creating a dialogue. You're asking her some questions, right? There is an exception to this, and that is if you see her walking really fast or she's busy, but it doesn't matter. So you're creating this dialogue. You're having a bit of a conversation. Now, the thing is, you do not want to keep this conversation going beyond a couple minutes because the whole goal here is you've wanted to interrupt her, you want to get her attention and get her phone number or get her Instagram. You do not want to have this long ass conversation. You want to get in, get out. Okay? That's my style. So I'll go in, I'll say, well, hello there. I love your jacket. Where'd you get that? And then she'll say, whatever. And then I'll say, oh, that's cool. So how's your day going, by the way? Whatever. And then I'll say, are you new to the city? And I always use these kind of lines. And she'll say, whatever, whatever. And I'll say, hey, look, I'm meeting a friend soon, but would you like to hang out sometime? Now, when I ask, would you see, I will say this, I'll say, hey, I'm meeting a friend soon and you seem nice. Would you like to hang out sometime? Now, she's going to answer in one of two ways. If she says, she's going to say either, well, I have a boyfriend. By the way, guys, I'm not a fan of trying to overcome that objection, because if she says she has a boyfriend, it's either A, it's true, or B, she's not into you. If she's into you and she has a boyfriend, right, or she's got some situation, she's not going to say that at the risk of losing this potential with you. So I don't even bother overcoming the objection. If she says, hey, I have a boyfriend, then I say, well, hey, take it as a compliment. I hope you have an amazing day, and I love your shoes, or I love your jacket. And then that's it, you leave. Or she's going to say yes. It's either or. She's going to say, I have a boyfriend, or sure. So when I say, hey, you seem really nice, would you like to get together sometime? And if she says yes, then I say this. I say, hey, look, whatever's more comfortable with you, I can give you my Instagram or my phone number. Do you have a preference? So that's key, bro. That is key to offer her your Instagram or your phone number. Most of the women will opt for the Instagram, and I'll tell you why. Why? Because they don't know your ass and they want to research you. Women are like the best investigators, and they like to investigate the guy before they go out with them. And giving her your Instagram is perfect. So if you guys have a private Instagram, you need to make that public, bro. If you have an inactive Instagram, you need to level up your game and do some shit on Instagram, because she wants to see who the fuck you are. Because women are twitchy, right? They're like rabbits. They hear a noise and boom, they're gone. So you need to give them, you don't want to have them have any reason to not go out with you because they're like, I don't trust this guy, right? So that's what I do, bro. I go in straight up, I see her and I approach her from the side or up front, and I say, well, hello there. I really love your jacket, by the way. And she'll say, oh, great. And then I'll say, where did you get it? And then she'll say, wherever that is. And I'll say, oh, cool. I'll make a couple comments, and I'll say, how's your day going? And then she'll say something like this. And then I'll ask her if she's new to the city. Again, a few questions, whatever. And then I close it all off and I say, hey, look, I'm meeting a friend soon, even if I'm not. And you seem really nice. Would you like to get together sometime? That's it, man. Bro, it's that simple. So let me know in the comments what you think of this. If you're doing cold approach, what's your approach and what's your opening line is really what I want to hear from you and for you to share with others in the comments. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.